It's time to wake up and start your morning brew. Coming to you live every morning from his home studio or wherever he is at 8 a.m. It's time to start your day with a cup of Jon Jon. Now here's your host, the boy so nice they named him twice, Jon Jon Lannen.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another edition of the hashtag Cup of Jon Jon. I, of course, am your host, Jon Jon. It's 8 a.m., and it's time for the show. So grab your Java or tea, turn the pod up, and let's get motivated for this thankful Thursday. I would, of course, be remiss to not mention my girl Sam. Hey, Sam. We can, of course, thank Miss Sam for help dubbing today. Hashtag Thankful Thursday. And as we begin this Thankful Thursday, I wanted to make sure to once again express my gratitude to all of you listeners. I again cannot believe that anyone even tunes in to this silly pod, but I do appreciate all of you guys that do. Thank you again. A couple of housekeeping items. Of course, if you guys are listening on Apple Podcasts, I would greatly appreciate if you'd leave us a review. And of course, if you're listening or watching on YouTube, rather, if you could please like this video and comment down below. It greatly helps podcasts like this one. You guys, engagement is everything on social media. And speaking of social media, you guys could actually use hashtag Cup of Jon Jon on Twitter and Instagram to keep the conversation going. Again, those little tiny things help this podcast tremendously. Hey, and while you're at it, you can follow me at Jon Jon Lannen. Ooh, loaded. That's a lot of stuff, but I would really greatly appreciate if you would do one or all of those items. And again, thank you for listening to the Cup of Jon Jon. One of the hardest things for me to do is, as I'm experiencing joy and as I'm experiencing successes, is to not share it with the people that I love. Now, the people that I love, of course, extend beyond not only my spouse, my besties, my fam, but it extends to all the people that I've really become friends and built a kinship with online. And so I just wanted to speak to that message a little bit today. It's just who I am. I like to share my experiences, my successes, and of course, I love hearing about people's experiences and successes. But that's what I really wanted to talk about today. And I, of course, stumbled upon a perfect quote and message for the pod. Before I read it to you, of course, you guys can find this graphic and all the graphics and messages we talk about every single day at the Jon Jon & Co. Instagram, which is simply at Jon Jon & Co. That's at JONJONANDCO. Today's quote is from Frank Ocean, and it's this: "Work hard in silence. Let your success be your noise." Frank Ocean. Now that quote is on point, my friends. Working hard in silence and letting our successes be our voice and noise. Wow, I dig that. It's a challenge for me. I'm going to be the first to tell you. I do, like I've mentioned, like expressing those things. But I do think there's some merit and a lot of good stuff that can come from not sharing all of your items. Rather, letting the success and the completion of those items speak for themselves. So I'm actually going to start with a few things that I have cooking that I'm keeping a little bit close to the vest. I have some really important projects that I really hope either A, come through, or B, just happen. And I know in my heart I have to be quiet about those at the surface so that they can happen at the core. But ask yourself, what are successes or things that you're doing now that you're keeping to yourself? And if there's nothing, make sure that you pick one tiny thing to keep just yourself, and see how well you keep a secret with you. And the payoff is so much better, right? When we make people wait and don't tell them about it immediately, right? Let's look at it like Christmas or a holiday or a birthday, right? You're wrapping a gift, you're anticipating a gift, but you have no idea what's actually in it. And of course we wouldn't tell them because that would spoil the surprise. But at the end of the day, if you simply wait till the end, you'll know what it is. And it's actually way more gratifying. So I'm going to try it, and I implore you should as well. Well, my friends, that wraps up this episode of the hashtag Cup of Jon Jon. I, of course, am Jon Jon, and until next time, ta-ta!